Hey guys, it's cuddleofdeath here, yay, hey, happy day, woo! And I'm just bringing you the brand new trailer for the two new Pokemon games, Pokemon X and Pokemon Y. We start this off with Pikachu is giving a warm welcome to everyone. Everyone knows Pikachu is the most popular Pokemon because he, was in the anime with Ash. But anyways, this game is for Nintendo 3DS. You can see the male character there, and he's swinging on stuff, which I think is cool. Then we have the female character. As you may have seen in the beginning, it looks like we're starting off in Paris. This is a very open-worldy looking type of game, which would be fantastic if it actually is. But here are the starters. We have Chespin, which is a grass starter. He's using a solar beam on a poor Magikarp. He is trying to take out a Golurk there. Then we have Fennekin, which is a cute little Fennec Fox type fire starter. I believe that because of how cute it is, it's going to be the most popular one, but my personal favorite is Froakie the Frog. I think he's cute, he looks like a real fighter, and he looks like his final evolution is going to tear some people up. We have this nice little Pikachu there, which I like that cinematic. I don't know if that's going to be the nice little forest wild Pokemon cinematic, but if it is, that's cool. Then we have a Mienfoo. It looks like he was throwing like a Mega Punch and some cool fiery thing there. I don't know if that was for a gym or for this Pokemon, which is Pokemon Y's Legendary. And this Pokemon is actually a cool Pokemon as well. It's a Legendary for Pokemon X. However, that trailer was rather fast, so I'm actually going to slow it down and go in depth on everything. Rather than just give my first impressions, we are going to really dive deep into this. You can also check out the King Nappy's breakdown, as he goes over a lot of stuff as well. And my friend Big Country, which I will link both of their thoughts and breakdown videos in the description. Make sure to check them out. Okay, so once again, we're starting off with Pikachu. He has some really big news. He's going to bring us the news of Pokemon X and Y. However, it was mentioned on Nintendo Direct that this would be releasing worldwide in October of 2013, which is exactly why I think he's, throwing these electric bolts all over the world. Nothing extra special, it's going on the 3DS, so if you don't have one, good reason to get one. I don't know if we're going to start out in front of the mirror. It would make sense to. This is probably the nice little starting cinematic. That's probably Route 3 because of the number 3, which I'm completely okay with because having little cute signs like that for routes are very, I don't know, I just like it. We have that statue there, which once again, I'm going to actually pause on a little bit and go over. Then back to the starters. But something about that statue, really cool. So Chespin, once again. Grass starter, but he looks like he's part mole-ish, sort of. He's got like characteristics of a mole, a squirrel, a chipmunk. So maybe he's part ground, because moles dig in the ground. I don't know, we'll see. Then we have Fennekin. I'm not really completely sure what Fennekin's next type would be outside of fire, because obviously we have dual type starters. We've had that for a long time, or at least they evolve into dual types. Maybe electric? We're not sure. Froakie is the only one I suspect to have a dual type of ice and water because of the prefix in his name, Fro, as in the word frozen. We'll see though. What do you guys actually think the starters' dual types will be? Then once again we have this cute little cinematic, finding a wild Pikachu. I don't know if that's the default cinematic where we're going to see in every wild Pokemon battle in the forest or not. We have that nice little wish move being used there. That looked like it was in a gym. Here goes Mienfoo once again throwing a Mega Punch. I'm really happy to see Dratini in there. And then we have that flame thing, which once again I think maybe it's either just a gym or we're going to find this fiery looking bird. I think it will be fire and flying just based off of the colors on it. It could be part dark, I don't know. And then this one, it has like bladey like legs, and just how it's shaped, I think it could be water and steel or something else. Just let me know what you think about that. Now, I'm actually going to go over some screenshots of the game, and we're going to analyze this even further. But I will say, in this trailer, you saw Generation 1, 3, 4, 5, and 6, but no Generation 2 Pokemon. Does that mean we're not going to see Generation 2 Pokemon? I highly doubt that we will not see them. I bet that we will. But let us take a look at a few of the screenshots and go over them. The first one that I want to go ahead and talk about is this one, and it may not be extremely super clear. I will zoom in on it. But as you can see, we actually have a statue there in whatever city this is. It looks like that it is a trainer of some sort with a Golurk, Eevee, and Palpitoad. Now, there might be other Pokemon in there, but it's really hard for me to tell. I think that this person is going to be a very important person in this game for whatever reason, or I don't think it's going to be a gym leader or anything. We may not even have to fight this trainer, but maybe later on we'll have to pair up in the game and fight off some evil. I don't know. That brings me to like another another topic of I wonder what the team name will be for Pokemon X and Y. We'll see, because we've obviously had Team Rocket in the second gen, then we had Team Magma, Team Aqua, Team Galactic, and then we had Team Plasma. So we'll see who the new team will be, but that's kind of irrelevant right now since we don't have any information. But I don't know. I don't think I've heard about anyone analyzing the statue yet, and I've been watching this trailer over and over, and I really feel that it has some cool significance that we will see in the game. So hopefully I'm right on that. The next one that I actually want to talk about is this little weird jumpy rope thing. I actually think it's really cool, but something I did notice, you guys can probably see it now that it's on a still image, are the little footprints below it. Now, I think that these are just little guide markers to be like, oh, you have to stand in this spot if you want to jump on this rope. I don't know why they decided to add the ropes. I'm sure that there will be some really cool obstacles later that we're going to have to get across, because this one seems fairly simple. I don't know if you step on that little like mesh right there if you're going to fall through it. It doesn't seem like you would. But then again, why would you have the ropes there? So that's very interesting to see that added. We'll see what the significance are of these ropes later. So hopefully it'll be fun. And that also brings me to another question. Are we going to just cling onto these ropes with like the A, Y, X, or B button to jump and cling on them? Or are we going to have to do something special with our 3DS like we've done with the Pokemon Dream Radar application where we had to move it around and stuff? So we'll see if we have to use any of those types of controls in this game or not. It would be kind of cool to see those utilized, but it could be rather annoying as well. So let me know your thoughts on that in the comment section below. If you would like to see the gyroscope be used at all for this game, or if you don't want to see the gyroscope used, because I know for me the gyroscope's cool, but then in some areas it could get annoying. So we'll see how that works in this game. So in this next screenshot, we have the male trainer in the middle of a big spider web. I was talking to Nappy on Skype, and he said that he honestly believes that this is a gym, and I definitely do agree with him, because I don't see why we'd have this huge spider web with random people around just in the wilderness. So it's more than likely a gym, and I'm sure you guys probably came to that conclusion as well. But obviously, what kind of gym is it? It's more than likely a bug gym. You can probably guess that as well. But what it made me think of is the gym leader going to have another spider-type Pokemon? So I'm trying to think with how good the 6th gen Pokemon look so far that we've seen, at least in my opinion, I'm just sitting here thinking, how much better can they get? So I really hope to see a really cool-looking spider-type. I know some of you don't like spiders, but I don't know. I really liked Ariados and Galvantula, so hopefully we'll see another spider Pokemon that looks cool. I know you may not care about that, but it's just making me speculate what kind of animals, bugs, and other creatures are we going to see in 6th generation, and how many new Pokemon are getting added, because we don't have the information on that yet, but I can guarantee you we're going to see another spider-type Pokemon. Now this next screenshot are just the two logos of Pokemon X and Y. I just wanted to go over this, and a lot of people have already talked about this, and on Twitter, on YouTube, just everywhere else. We've finally stepped away from colors, and now we've gotten into letters of the alphabet. But the main thing I just really wanted to say is if we're at Pokemon X and Y, we're probably going to get a Pokemon Z later on. I don't know when, probably about a year later, but we'll see. And why do I believe strongly that the deer is the legendary Pokemon X, and that the bird is a legendary Pokemon Y? Let's take a really quick look at the top of the X. The top of the X looks like the antlers of the deer, yet it doesn't have anything at the bottom, so it could just be like its feet or whatever. Because obviously the deer didn't really have much down at the bottom. It just had a very solid looking body, yet its antlers were freaking crazy. They were everywhere. Now, as for my reasoning why the bird is the legendary Pokemon Y, take a look at how the Y is shaped. The upper little extensions are the wings, and the bottom is like the tail feather. So I'm just saying that very quickly. I don't think I need to stick on that. But if you disagree about that, just feel free to let me know. And I know that there might be a chance that the legendaries are reversed. However, I think just because of how the logos are set up this time, that we're going to see them in that order. You know, the deer is Pokemon X, and the bird is Pokemon Y. Of course, I'm actually still speculating what types they actually are, because we could have either a fire and flying type bird legendary, or a dark/flying bird legendary, but I strongly feel that the bird is going to be fire/flying because recently we just had a new dark type legendary added, which was obviously Zoroark. And for the deer, I'm not completely sure. I just feel like with how he's shaped, he's going to be part steel, and because of his colors, he's going to be part water. Another thing that I would like to put into your minds are these Pokemon supposed to be bad Pokemon, or are they supposed to be more like good legendaries? And by that, I mean, let's take a look, or just remember back in Pokemon Emerald, Ruby, and Sapphire. Groudon and Kyogre, they were more, like, the whole story was just so chaotic, and they created these droughts and heavy rain which caused flooding and stuff. So will we have a storyline that can take a turn for the worst and get really intense, or will we have a more laid back storyline? Obviously there's still going to be some kind of chaos happening in these games, at least you would think so, because we've had it in every other Pokemon game. Let me know if you believe that they're going to be more calm, or if they're going to cause calamity. Now this last screenshot is just a really funny screenshot to me, obviously, because of the way Pikachu looks. He looks crazy. But it has to actually do with Pokemon in general. Obviously this time we had Pokemon Direct, and it was a global announcement of this game. So I'm really hoping that future Pokemon games will be released like this, like all in the same month, instead of us having to wait months and a really long time to get them, you know, in North America, since they release in Japan first. But I'd like to ask you guys, what do you think? Do you think that they will continue to do Pokemon Direct global announcements, or will they just do it for really big stuff like this and, you know, I don't know. Just because this is the first 3D Pokemon RPG game, maybe that's why they did it. Maybe they won't continue to do it, but I really, really hope they do. Just let me know what you think about that in the comment section below. Also, do you guys think that we will have more evolutions or not? Personally, I believe we're going to get some more evolutions, at least one more this generation. I could be wrong, but we'll see what happens. It'd be cool to get them. Eventually, I think we'll have an evolution of every type. Not necessarily right now, but I think we'll at least get some more. So let me know your thoughts on that as well. That's pretty much it. And I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for watching and listening. Make sure to check out the King Nappy's version. He's got a little bit of stuff to say about X and Y. He goes into some really in-depth points, as well as he's got funny commentary on it, so make sure to check that out. And also check out Big Country's thoughts on Pokemon X and Y. His video will also be linked in the description. Last but not least, I will obviously be doing a walkthrough of these two games whenever they release in North America. So if you want to stay updated on news for Pokemon XY, as well as my upcoming walkthrough for the games once they release in October, make sure to subscribe to the show, which is located in the lower right hand corner of this video. It may not be approved right when this video is up, but just check back later and I will keep you guys updated with more information, updates, and of course the walkthrough whenever the games release. So thank you guys so much. I love you and I can't wait to see your comments. Bye!